Hello everyone. Good evening to everyone who has joining the fire event from India. Well, it would be just fair to say good evening while we have audiences from across the world. So beautiful and sunny afternoon for everyone who's joining in from UK and Europe, and top of the morning to you fellas from US. And well, we appreciate anyone who is joining from Australia and New Zealand. Although it's close to midnight. I'm Rahul Mehta, working as an innovation consultant for one of the top MNCs who is hosting this event from UK, Bradford. I'm also building my side hustle through one of the mentorship programs across different countries. Well, today I have three speakers lined up on this event called Fire. I know, I think, or I believe at least that everyone who's attending this event are aware of this. What is Fire? Financially independence and retiring early. And I have three prominent speakers who will be sharing their experience on Fire. Either they are on their way to retire or they have already retired. And you are not just here because you just got an invite that is just forwarded a link. No, rather, the person who has sent it to you has seen something in you, who has thought that, okay, so this event will give you some awareness on fire. So if you are here, if you are attending this event from anywhere in the world, I request and I recommend that give your undivided attention for next 60 to 90 minutes and take something back. Well, Diwali is in next 3 days, and this is just a pre-celebration. So on that note, I'm going to introduce our first speaker today. By education, he's an engineering graduate, but by profession, he chose wellness, and he has built, co-founded, and he's CEO for one of the reputed wellness and fitness firms across US, across AP and Telangana. And he also has been awarded Young Entrepreneur of the Year for the year 2019. Well, also along with that, he has been building his own side hustle. And without wasting much time, I would like to invite our speaker, Revant. Welcome to Fire Event, and the digital dice is all yours. All the best.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rahul. I hope I'm audible, right? And thank you, thank you. So, hi everyone. Very good evening. Just like Rahul mentioned, Chesnatlu, I'm Revant. We are Revant and Deepthi. By profession, I've finished my engineering from computer science. Even my wife have finished her BTech from computer science from a reputed engineering institute. BTech అయిన తర్వాత just like everyone else, I pursued a dream to go into United States for masters, and my wife got into Oracle, and almost in the verge of starting our corporate careers. So our point of time low, I asked a question to myself, what is it that I really want in my life? So a question the answer I got was freedom. I wanted to be absolutely free. I wanted to enjoy time freedom, financial freedom, and which I really felt నేను వెళ్తున్న కార్పొరేట్ కెరియర్లో it won't be possible. So our point of time, I've taken an unconventional decision, and I gave up my getting into masters and my wife getting into Oracle. మేము మా ప్రొఫెషన్స్ని గివ్ అప్ చేసాం. And then what's next అనుకునే టైంలో fortunately I got an opportunity to get into this field of health and fitness. So తిరుపతిలో ఒక ఫిట్నెస్ సెంటర్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయాలి అనే ఒక ఆపర్చునిటీ నాకు రావడం జరిగింది. And being very honest, I didn't think the overthinking, ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించలేదు. I got into it, got trained, and we established a fitness center. And once after establishing a fitness center in my place, and we started expanding it, at that point of time, honestly, I truly realized the potential of this field called health and wellness. అప్పటి వరకు ఇంజనీరింగ్, ఐటీ, టెక్, సో ఇలా ఉండేది. సడన్ గా ఒక హెల్త్ అండ్ వెల్నెస్ అనే ఒక ఫీల్డ్ లో ఎంత పొటెన్షియల్ ఉంది అని I started realizing when I started interacting with all our clients, because almost everyone were very cautious about their preventive health. And almost everyone have some or other kind of health issues: BP, diabetes, thyroid, PCOD, you know, uh, or ఏమి లేకపోయినా నాకు ఏ ప్రాబ్లం రాకూడదు, or I want to lose weight, నాకు టమ్మీ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉంది, I want to reduce my belly fat. అండ్ చాలా మంది డాక్టర్స్ మమ్మల్ని వెయిట్ తగ్గమన్నారు, త్వరగా నేను వెయిట్ తగ్గాలి, లేకపోతే నా హెల్త్ కి it troubles my health, and a doctor recommended me to get into some exercise program. This is how people started walking into fitness centers. So that is when I realized the true potential of health and wellness. And also I have gone through a video by Bill Gates. I'm sure most of you know who Bill Gates is. So Bill Gates ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఇంటర్వ్యూయర్ అడుగుతారు బిల్ గేట్స్ ని, నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ 100 years లో వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్, విచ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ టు రూల్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద టాప్ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ అని అడిగినప్పుడు he mentions 2 to 3 industries, out of which health and wellness is also one of it. ఇది ఆల్మోస్ట్ 7 years బ్యాక్ నేను చూసిన ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూ. బట్ దిస్ is absolutely true. If you consider, I see only 2 kinds of people outside. The first kind of person is people who are already on a diet, or millets తినడం, daily morning ఒక vegetable juice తాగడం, వీలైనప్పుడు వాకింగ్ or yoga, people who have healthy habits and healthy diet eating practices. The second category of person, రేపటి నుండి నేను డైట్ మొదలు పెడతాను, రేపటి నుండి or next Monday నుండి I'm going to get into a diet, next Monday నుండి I'm going for yoga, I'm going to join a gym, or so these are the 2 kinds of people. And either they are already on a diet, or either they are already following some or other kind of healthy habits, or they are going to start. అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళ మైండ్ లో నేను హెల్తీగా ఉండాలి, నేను హెల్తీగా తినాలి, నాకు హెల్తీ హ్యాబిట్స్ ఉండాలి, ప్రివెంటివ్ హెల్త్ కేర్ ఆర్ వెయిట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్. సో ఈ అవేర్నెస్ చాలా చాలా ఎక్కువ అవ్వడం జరిగింది. అండ్ ఈ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ లో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్, కోవిడ్ కేమ్. అండ్ వన్స్ కోవిడ్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత ద పొటెన్షియల్ టు దిస్ హెల్త్ అండ్ వెల్నెస్ హ్యావ్ జస్ట్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ గా గ్రో అయింది. ముందే ఇంత ఉంది అన్నప్పుడు, ఆఫ్టర్ కోవిడ్ ఈవెన్ పీపుల్ స్టార్టెడ్ prioritizing health and wellness as their top 1 priority. Money నుండి right now the top 1 priority in almost every individual is health and wellness. చాలా behavioral changes వస్తున్నాయి. ఇది I'm not just saying it in random. నేను I've seen an interview recently ఒక న్యూస్ ఛానల్లో. సో మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ have done a research. సో ఆ రీసెర్చ్ ఏంటంటే 41% of the population across the world, decent good paying jobs lo ఉన్న population, they are looking to quit their jobs anta. And last 6 months to almost 12 months, last 1 year process lo చాలా ఎక్కువ రిజిగ్నేషన్ సబ్మిట్ చేయడం జరిగిందట. సో మెనీ పీపుల్ ఆర్ క్విటింగ్ దేర్ జాబ్స్ బికాస్ దే రియలైజ్ ద ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వర్క్ అండ్ లైఫ్ బ్యాలెన్స్. ఇన్ని రోజులు their priority was job, దాంట్లో ఎంత స్ట్రెస్ ఉన్నా they used to stress and money. But right now they are quitting their jobs, and ఏదైనా తక్కువ శాలరీ ఉన్నా ఫ్లెక్సిబుల్ వర్కింగ్ అవర్స్ ఉన్న జాబ్ షిఫ్ట్ అవుతున్నారు, అండ్ ఫ్రీలాన్సింగ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు, సో దట్ ఫ్లెక్సిబుల్ వర్కింగ్ అవర్స్ తో చేసుకోవచ్చు అని. దే ఆర్ గివింగ్ ప్రయారిటీ టు దేర్ హెల్త్ అండ్ వెల్ బీయింగ్, సో రాదర్ దాన్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ ఎ rat race. So this is how the behavioral changes have already started after COVID. So ఇంత హ్యూజ్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఉన్న హెల్త్ అండ్ వెల్నెస్ ఫీల్డ్ లో fortunately I was associated after my engineering. But once the lockdown have happened, the COVID and lockdown have happened, నేను personally I started looking out for diversifying my income, multiple income source undalani. I was looking for diversifying my income, and a point of time lo fortunately I got connected into the mentorship of Naren Global, and I was selected and I was offered mentorship to build my own business in the same field of health and wellness. So నేను అసోసియేట్ అయిన ప్రాసెస్ లో when I realized ఇంత హ్యూజ్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఉన్న హెల్త్ అండ్ వెల్నెస్ ఫీల్డ్ లో నా ఇంట్లో కూర్చొని నా కంఫర్టబుల్ టైంలో నాకు నచ్చిన పీపుల్ తో ఐ కెన్ బిల్డ్ ఎ గ్లోబల్ బిజినెస్ అనే విషయం నేను రియలైజ్ అయినప్పుడు, ఇట్ వాస్ లైక్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ వెరీ మచ్ ఎక్సైటింగ్ ఫర్ మీ. బికాస్ నాకున్న ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఏంటంటే To set up a gym, it will cost at least 40 to 50 lakhs. And definitely workforce maintain చేయాలి. It has a lot of legalities, permissions, government approvals, taxes, and then monthly operational expenditures, marketing. ఇంత ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉన్న ట్రెడిషనల్ బిజినెస్ లో ఉన్న నాకు ఇవేమీ అవసరం లేకుండా ఇంత హ్యూజ్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఉన్న హెల్త్ అండ్ వెల్నెస్ లో గ్లోబల్ గా నేను మా ఇంట్లో కూర్చొని నేను బిజినెస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అనేది రియలైజ్ అయినప్పుడు ఇట్ వాస్ అబ్సల్యూట్ ఫ్రీడమ్ ఫర్ మీ. జస్ట్ లైక్ నేను బిగినింగ్ లో అన్నట్లు వాట్ ఐ రియలీ వాంటెడ్ ఇన్ మై లైఫ్ వాస్ ఫ్రీడమ్. దిస్ వాస్ ఫ్రీడమ్ ఫ్రమ్ టైం, మనీ, and financial independence. So then I started pursuing it seriously. And just like any time when we begin something for the very first time, మన mind లో there are two voices that will be kind of dominating. ఒకటి పాజిటివ్ అండ్ ఇంకొకటి నెగటివ్. యూ కెన్ డూ ఇట్, యూ విల్ డూ ఇట్ అనే ఒక వాయిస్ వస్తుంది. నో, యూ కెనాట్ డూ ఇట్, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ద ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ టు డూ దిస్. సో నెగటివ్ వాయిసెస్ వస్తుంది. Fortunately, with the environment provided by Naren Global and its mentors, నాకు పాజిటివ్ వాయిసెస్ డామినేట్ చేయడం స్టార్ట్ అయింది. సో ఫార్చునేట్లీ విత్ దట్ సపోర్ట్ I started establishing my global business in the field of health and wellness. So in a nutshell, చెప్పాలంటే we all know right now T20 World Cup జరుగుతోంది. India is playing already one match అయింది. Today they have its second match. ఇండియాలో there are some amazing match winners ఇండియన్ క్రికెట్ టీమ్ లో, లైక్ విరాట్ కోహ్లీ, రోహిత్ శర్మ, బుమ్రా, భువనేశ్వర్ కుమార్, ఇంత అద్భుతమైన స్టార్ ప్లేయర్స్ ఉన్నారు. బట్ స్టిల్ ఇండియన్ క్రికెట్ టీమ్ రిక్వెస్టెడ్ MS Dhoni టు మెంటర్ దీస్ స్పోర్ట్స్. వై do you think? Why? Because World Cup winning experience MS Dhoni ఉంది. These people don't have that World Cup winning experience, whereas MS Dhoni have the World Cup winning experience. That is the role a mentor plays. Fortunately, when I realized the potential of this health and wellness, and I decided to get into this and start my side hustle, MS Dhoni lanti mentors nakunar, people who already have results, people who have already seen big things in the same field. And that's how, with an engineering background, nutrition, wellness and health లో పెద్దగా ఏమి అవేర్నెస్ లేని ఒక ఇంజనీరింగ్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నుండి ఐఎమ్ ఏబుల్ టు బిల్డ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ global business, global online business through the support of mentors from Naren Global School. And for the past 1.5 years, I have been associated into this side hustle. And along with me, there are a lot of ambitious partners, not team lo. There are housewives, IT guys, వాళ్ళ jobs చేసుకుంటూ in their free times, homemakers ఉన్నారు, and private sector employees ఉన్నారు. And all of us are growing really big time with the support, especially in this field of health and well-being. And నాకు ఏదైతే ఫ్రీడమ్ అని చెప్తున్నానో, I've achieved through this. In the next 3 months, we have a vigorous travel plan as well. Me and my wife, probably this month, we are planning to go to Goa. If మేము వెళ్తే, this will be our second time in this year. Next month, we are booking for Dubai. And Feb 2022, for our anniversary, we are traveling to Maldives. I'm able to do this because I can still build my business from there. And I can not build my business in my vacation as well. There is no one to question me. So I would like to, extend a huge gratitude to all these mentors for letting me into their mentorship. And if you guys are here for the first time and you are looking to figure out how this works and what this is all about, there will be a selection process. And the selection process, so if you go through this process, you will be offered mentorship in this field of health and well-being. So the next procedures ఏంటి, ఎలా ఉంటుంది అని the coming speakers are going to share. So with this, I am done. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Back to Rahul.
Thank you, Revant. Thank you. And well, as I mentioned, our fireworks has just started with yours, and thank you for that. Well, I just want to add one more point from what Revant mentioned, right, about Revant. he has been awarded Young Entrepreneur of the Year 2019 by JCI Group. So you can imagine, right? I mean, what he's building on his own, at the same time building a side hustle. So it's not a small thing. And well, I have got two more speakers as I've promised. And our next speaker, by profession, he's a senior software engineer working from India for a US client. Well, while many of us, or many actually outside people who have thought that what should we do during our free time, or what to do in last couple of years during lockdown, this person has built his own enterprise across different countries like US or Australia or UK. And well, actually, he's on his way to retire early as well. And without wasting much time, I would like to invite Karthik. Over to you, Karthik. The digital dice is all yours. All the best.
So, yeah, thank you so much, Rahul, for that nice introduction. I hope I'm audible, right? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, like Rahul told, my name is Karthik, and okay, IT company, I'm working as a senior software engineer, and I'm 25 years old now. So, like basically we are all talking about this concept called FIRE, financial independence and retiring early, right? So ivala next coming 5-6 minutes low, my goal is not to teach you something, and my goal is not to tell you something or maybe convince you something, but నా గోల్ ఏంటి అని అంటే ఐ వుడ్ వాంట్ టు పోజ్ ఫ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్, అంటే కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ దట్ ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ ఒక 2-3 years బ్యాక్ దీస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ హాస్ రియలీ మేడ్ మీ rethink about the kind of career that I planned. Okay, so ఈ questions ni I'll do that through my story. Okay, so like from a middle class background, and my dad used to work for a government organization, and సో చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి అంటే తెలుసు కదా, మిడిల్ క్లాస్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ అంటే మనందరికీ తెలిసిన స్టోరీనే. సో లైక్ నేను 6th స్టాండర్డ్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫర్ ఎ సైకిల్ అనమాట. సో 6th స్టాండర్డ్ ప్రతి ఎప్పుడు అడిగినా కానీ నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ సాలరీ వచ్చిన తర్వాత చూద్దాం, నెక్స్ట్ ఇలా ఇలా లైక్ దిస్ ఈస్ అంటే ఆ సాగా కంటిన్యూ అవుతూ ఉండేది. 6th క్లాస్ లో నేను అడిగితే ఐ గాట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ మై 8th స్టాండర్డ్. ఓకే, అండ్ ఇదే కాదు, లైక్ బర్త్డేస్ కి ఏమన్నా కొత్త డ్రెస్ కొనుక్కుందామని వెళ్తే నచ్చిన డ్రెస్ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, బట్ రేట్ ట్యాగ్ చూసిన తర్వాత డెసిషన్ మారిపోతుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో అంటే ఇదంతా ఎందుకు జరుగుతుంది అని అంటే ఇట్స్ నాట్ దట్ మా పేరెంట్స్ కి నా మీద ఏదో గ్రడ్జ్ ఉంది అని ఇట్లాంటిది ఏం కాదు కదా. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఈజ్ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ మనీ. ఓకే, అండ్ అది సైకిల్ డ్రెస్ తో ఎండ్ అయిందా అంటే నో. ఆ తర్వాత అంటే ఆ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ మనీ అన్న వన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఇట్ హాస్ dictated my career path also. I wanted to be a doctor, but I ended up picking up engineering. Okay, ఎందుకు అని అంటే lack of money. సో ఇది నా ఒక్కడికే ఉందా నేను when I retrospected, it is not just for me. Most of my friends and most of the colleagues, neighbors, in fact ఈ one problem తో majority of us are facing a lot of troubles, right? And even ఇప్పుడు if we write down మన లైఫ్ లో బిగ్గెస్ట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏంటివి అని ఒక టాప్ 5 రాసుకొని ఉంటే I believe most of the I mean that 5 problems can be solved through money అన్నమాట, రైట్? అండ్ ఈవెన్ ఇప్పుడు మనం రీసెంట్ గా చూసాం పెట్రోల్ ప్రైసెస్ పెరిగినాయి అని. అంటే ఇన్ మై ఒపీనియన్ ఐడ్ సే ఆ పెట్రోల్ ప్రైస్ తగ్గించాలంటే ఆనెస్ట్లీ నాకు తెలియదు ఏం చేయాలో, బట్ వన్ థింగ్ దట్ ఐ కెన్ డూ ఇస్ ఐ నీడ్ టు లెర్న్ హౌ టు మేక్ మోర్ మనీ, రైట్? సో మేకింగ్ మోర్ మనీ అన్నది, ఇఫ్ దిస్ వన్ థింగ్ కెన్ సాల్వ్ ఎ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, వై ఆర్ వి నాట్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్? ఓకే, అండ్ ఓవర్ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైం నేను రియలైజ్ అయిన థింగ్స్ ఏంటి అని అంటే ఫర్ సమ్ రీజన్ వీఆర్ నాట్ ఈవెన్ ట్రీటింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ అ ప్రాబ్లమ్. ఇఫ్ యూ గైస్ అండర్స్టాండ్, అంటే ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ మనీ అన్న ప్రాబ్లం మనల్ని డిక్టేట్ చేస్తుంది, అండ్ యునో ఫర్ గుడ్ ఆర్ బ్యాడ్ రీజన్ అని ఇప్పుడే కాదనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ మేబీ మన కిడ్స్ వస్తే కిడ్స్ కి, ఫ్యూచర్ జనరేషన్స్ లో అండ్ ఫ్యూచర్ లో కూడా దిస్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఎ డిక్టేటింగ్ పార్ట్. సో వై ఆర్ వి నాట్ సాల్వింగ్ ఇట్ అని అంటే knowingly or unknowingly we got used to it. అంటే ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్ తో సహజీవనం చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట, ఆనెస్ట్లీ స్పీకింగ్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్లాంటప్పుడు మేబీ రియలైజింగ్ దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే, అండ్ దెన్ వన్స్ అది రియలైజ్ అయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చే క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అని అంటే హౌ షుడ్ ఐ మేక్ మనీ? ఓకే, సో నేను ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఇట్లాంటి క్రాస్ రోడ్స్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు I got an opportunity to meet one of the mentors from Naren Global School Anamata. Okay, so when I happened to meet them, they really made me understand about the concept of passive income. And Revant was talking, right? Tanu Maldives and Tanu trip skill lagane he could able to build something parallelly. Okay, using internet and social media. Okay, so I believe itlant opportunity my parents మన పేరెంట్స్ కి గ్రాండ్ పేరెంట్స్ ఎరాలో ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ దే హ్యావ్ ఇంత వైడ్ రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ social medias కానీ వైడ్ రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ దే డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, సో నౌ యూజింగ్ సోషల్ మీడియా అండ్ రేవన్ చెప్పినట్లు నాది ఇంజనీరింగ్, నేను దీనికే స్టిక్ అయిపోయి ఉంటాను అని ఇట్లా అంటే ఓపెన్ మైండెడ్ అండ్ అంబిషన్ తో కనుక ఇఫ్ వీ కెన్ లుక్ బియాండ్ వాట్ వీ హావ్ బీన్ టాట్ అండ్ క్వశ్చన్ అవర్ ఓన్ బిలీఫ్స్, I'd say there are a lot of opportunities for us to actually make that extra income and to actually solve that problem of lack of money forever. And Naren Global School of Entrepreneurship lo there are people, indaka Dhoni example cheppinatlu, there are people who achieved this financial independence and retire early concept. Okay, and I'm really glad that I've been mentored by them towards the same goal that they have achieved in their lives. Okay, so what after having this discussion, the ultimate question that we need to pose ourselves is, do we think to solve the problem of lack of money forever, or మనం ఇప్పటిదాకా ఎట్లయితే అడ్జస్ట్ అయిపోవచ్చామో అలాగే అడ్జస్ట్ అయిపోదామా? సో ఈ క్వశ్చన్ కి ఇఫ్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ yes, probably get in touch with the one who has invited you here, and they'll take you through a selection process and see if you can be a right fit in our team or not. So thank you, Rahul, and back to you.
Thank you, Karthik. Thank you. That was well, something right out of the world for us, and thank you for sharing your experience. Before I invite our next speaker, our final and one of the prominent speaker, I have few questions for everyone who are live on this call. Well, the first one is, how do you feel retiring early, even before your parents retire? How do you feel attending all your kids' parent-teacher conferences or PTMs? Well, I'm talking about pre-COVID. Well, the classes were physical. Or how do you feel trekking or going out is not just that happens only on weekends or Sundays, but you can do it at any point of time you want? Well, if you feel or excited, if you visualize that and you feel something, yes, this is what that I'm looking forward for. Well, I'm gonna put my next speaker in front of you all who is experiencing all this. He just not only retired early, but he actually is one of the founders of Beats Wellness Fitness Studio, which is a prominent fitness studio across South India. And at the same time, he has founded Naren Global School. So whomsoever you're actually watching us speaking over this lineup, we are all actually mentored through this. And the person even who has forwarded this invite is actually going through Naren's mentor program. Well, he by profession, well, he doesn't have a profession. I'm sorry to say that, but yes, he doesn't have actually. He's just a fitness well, enthusiast, and he's Zumba instructor. He has everything. Well, just over to you, Naren sir, to take over the digital dais. We're just waiting for you.
Thank you very much, Rahul, and hearty congratulations to everyone for taking a decision to attend this webinar on entrepreneurship. Because I need to congratulate you. The reason being, yes, the decisions like these have the potential to change the course of our life. And whatever I just spoke, I mean, that was not a motivational statement. That happened with me. That happened to me personally, and that I saw it happening with many folks. One decision, one good decision can transform the course of our lives. So just think about this. How many times you got a chance, you got an opportunity to really take some decisions which could impact the direction of your life? Because these questions really, really need to be answered. They need to be thought about, because we don't get these kind of chances very frequently in our daily life, right? So if at all I need to thank someone apart from God, I definitely need to thank myself for my open-mindedness when I got a chance to attend a seminar, not a webinar, because I attended physically a seminar like this on fire, which made all the difference in my life. It I mean, entire perspective, entire awareness. It was like an awakening. It was like waking up from a dream, right? Um, and thank God, thank to myself that I was open-minded. I was not prejudiced. I was not like ये हो सकता है, ये ज़्यादा इंटरले, I mean, ये हमसे नहीं होगा. I was absolutely curious. I was absolutely excited. I was absolutely filled with awe, like a child, innocent child. I mean, eagerly waiting for that new toy to be opened. That's how I was when I was in that seminar, looking at all the people talking about FIRE. That nature, that quality is needed, because I keep seeing it's been more than 1.5 decades that have been into this entrepreneurial journey, and have been retired for more than 1.5 decade close to. And I retired before my mother, I retired before my father. Just whatever I'm telling, just give it a thought. Do you know any person retiring financially, staying home, welcoming their parents home when they get retired, giving the time, my time, my family's time, I mean my kids' time, as a beautiful gift to my parents in their post-retired life? What better gift can someone expect? Because I know so many contemporaries, or so many of friends, or my relatives, aunts, kids, who are well settled in United States or United Kingdom or someplace, but their parents are here. They make trips to foreign countries now and then, when depending on, I don't know, I can feel the vacuum in their hearts, because whenever I go to their homes, they treat me like their kid. They want me to come to their homes as well, as frequently as possible. And see, time, TIME, is the most precious thing that we can ever accomplish. That is what FIRE is all about. This is not about money. This is about conquering time. This is about freedom, right? So when I got an opportunity to attend a seminar in United States of America, in Richmond, Virginia, when I was a student back then, I was really excited. I was looking forward to a great new beginning, because this is happening on YouTube right now. even you will be seeing so many people, like, yeah, some people will be watching it with excitement, some people will be watching it like, chalo check karenge ye kya ho raha hai abhi. And some people will be like, they just enter only to dislike, and they just you understand, right? I mean, then we're not even bothered about pausing our lives a little and paying a little attention to the details. That is when everything changes, right? So yeah, I'm here just to throw some light on what could happen to your lives if you probably can get mentored, can get coached in paths like this. Because we are living, first thing we have to understand and realize is, this is the best time on this planet Earth to turn into an entrepreneur. An undeniable fact. This is as true as the law of gravity. You accept it, you don't accept it, the law of gravity works. The same is the case with entrepreneurship. 2021, 21st century, 2021, especially this time that you're in right now, is the best time. I mean, it cannot be better, I believe. Because just think about this. Can you even imagine getting in this webinar, not seminar, webinar like this 2 decades back? Have you ever attended any webinar 2 decades back? Or have you heard about a webinar? Have you watched anything on any stuff on YouTube 2 decades back? Answer would be absolutely no, because there was no YouTube. YouTube, I guess it was founded in 2005, but the revolution started few years later. So 2000, 2001 time, there was no proper internet. There was no proper connectivity, no Zoom technology. So that was not a good time to turn into an entrepreneur without taking much of hassles, much of financial risks. Yeah, there was no dearth of successful people even back then. There were many successful people always, but they were not ready to guide. There was no guidance. But now the time is totally different. The more people you connect to, the more people you coach, the more people you help, the more you will succeed. This is a formula right now. That's one of the reasons we are trying to connect to many people, because we are not into a charity show here, right? I want to share my secrets of FIRE with the people or the youngsters who want to turn into entrepreneurs, because it's a win-win game. I'm expanding my business. I really am looking forward to that sharp, fired up souls. Yeah, not because not everybody can turn into an entrepreneur. Not everybody will have that entrepreneur material. If you really think you have that material, you're made to turn into an entrepreneur, yeah, probably we can connect. Right? So timing, this is the best time, undeniable fact. So what we should be doing in this time, definitely building an enterprise, right? See, before I met this tribe of youngsters, when I attended this seminar, right? I told you I attended this seminar in Richmond, Virginia, in United States of America. till that time I attended that seminar, the only goal that was there in my mind was MONEY. That's why I went to United States of America, to earn money. Why are you doing job today? If at all you are doing some job, why are you doing a job? Money. If you're a student, what is your goal next? What is your next goal? It could be to get a job. Why? Money. That is how we were all brought up. That's what schools taught us. That's what we kind of picked up from our so-called near and dear and authority figures. But in this seminar that I attended in Richmond, I saw a new tribe. That's why I called that as an awakening, waking up from a dream. Reason is, all the folks, in fact, thousands of those young professionals, whoever gathered there, they were all highly accomplished. By that time, when it comes to money, they were highly accomplished. Most of them had like tremendous profiles, jobs, doctors, professionals, business consultants, IT consultants, people running their own firms, businesses. But still, they were all on fire. They were all excited about building a side hustle. But the first time in my life, I heard this concept called a side hustle. Building something on your side, apart from your primary income source. So many of the times we just live as if our life agenda is to make that income. But these folks were fired up about the side hustle, whatever they were building on the side, apart from the primary income source. And what was the objective? What was the goal? To come out of the primary income source, to come out of that, to retire early, not to wait till 58, 60, 65 for retirement. Your age should not decide. Your financial stability should decide your retirement. Once your finances are taken care of, over. The game is over. The money game is over, right? Have you ever thought about it, putting a full stop to your money game? That's what those people were fired up about. That's what I mean, they kind of called FIRE, financial independence and retiring early. And there were many people, all the mentors, whoever were mentoring us, it was not teaching, it was not preaching, it was mentoring. Like, they are retired, they are showing us. It is not like they are showing us a path with a finger. They are showing us a path on which they have been treading. Right? You cannot find anything more practical, more logical, more intellectual, right? And in fact, if you can understand a little more spiritual also, right? So that's where I met my mentors. That's how I met my mentors. They live in US, and they started mentoring me. And yes, I proved that I had that entrepreneurial skin, entrepreneurial material, entrepreneurial guts, courage. Because why do we need courage? If you really think, I'm using some big words here, let me tell you, this is what is lacking in majority of the folks youngsters that I see these days. I could accomplish few things in 4-5 years just because I was courageous enough to take some decisions. Number one decision was switching the career. I finished chemical engineering. I did my master's in computer science, but I did not let those degrees decide my destinations in my life. The biggest mistake majority of the people do, they come out of the college with some degree and they pursue their life. They want to pursue everything in their life with that confined thinking of, okay, chalo abhi, I have this degree, I have MTech in computer science, so let me look for a computer science job. That's all fine, but what if the world is moving somewhere else? Just now Revant was speaking, right? I did not close my mind. I did not let my education come in between me and my dreams. I just, okay, I had good education. Thanks to my parents. They sent me to good schools, colleges. That's fine. But I found that there was another education that was needed in 21st century. For that, I had to take a decision. For that, I needed courage. I needed to change my path. I needed to venture into the field of wellness. I wanted to become a wellness coach because that's where fortunes are being made. That's where the industries are like breaking boundaries of billions. And I just didn't want to stick to that 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, waiting for those weekends. No, I wanted every day to be a weekend. For that, you need to have courage. You need to have courage to attend this seminar, to attend this webinar. Because when I attended that seminar in US, the ticket price was close to $200. And I was a student working in a cafeteria in night shifts. My weekly pay was, I think, weekly pay approximately $200 or $300. I mean, it was, the ticket price itself was my weekly payment. So it needed something to attend that seminar, sacrificing that kind of amount, right? And once I attended, once I got enlightened, I did not, people wait for motivations. I mean, I just chose to get into new path. I mean, because all these things really need a new person, boss. I mean, a new version of ourselves. Like we need to write. I mean, we need courage to take decisions, life-changing decisions. We need courage to stick to those decisions. We need courage to commit to our dreams. We need courage to stick to this path of entrepreneurship, because there'll be lots of obstacles in the beginning. Especially, we need courage. We need thick skin. We need courage to lift the phone and maybe make that phone call. We need courage to receive a call from a client or prospect. This, and I mean, this is where I see that this missing element. We don't need courage to watch India New Zealand match right now. We don't need guts to sit in front of TV and watch some web series. We don't need courage for anything else. To turn an entrepreneur, yeah, you need something. You need something in here, right? And yes, if you really think you have that material, yes, FIRE is absolutely possible in the coming 2 to 5 years. We got a very clear-cut game plan, because before we do anything, if you really ask me, okay, where does this journey begin? The journey begins by questioning yourselves. What do I want? It all begins from this basic question. What do I really want? First of all, see, entrepreneurship is a path. Your goal or my goal in life is not to turn into an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is like means towards the end. You understand that, right? It's a rasta, road to the destination. It's a road to the destination. Our love is not for the road, right? Our love is for the destination. What is, I want to reach the destination, boss. So first of all, what is the clarity that you got on your destination? So what is the goal? What do you want? The basic question that can begin, ignite your engine. What do I want? Is it 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees? Or do you want probably a job? Or do you want to come out of job? Or you want a stress-free life? What do you want? Can you maybe write down few goals for the next 5 years, 10 years? Can you take out a sheet of paper tonight? For that, again, we need courage. Can you write down on a sheet of paper, what do we want for the coming 5 years? 2021, right? 2026, 27, tak kya chahiye humko? If you want me to help you with things that I wrote when I began the journey, like I just maybe, yeah, I want to become debt free. No EMIs. Can you write that down? Is that a good life? Number 2, I want to travel. I want to at least one vacation every 6 months. One good, beautiful vacation. Can you write that? I mean, it's not must, but do you have that thing in your mind? I want to move into my dream villa. I want to move into my dream home. I want to purchase a property in that particular spot, particular place in the city and build a house. Can you write that down? Can you involve your parents also in your dreams? I want to give this kind of life to my parents. I want to make my wife and my kids absolutely proud by doing this to them. Can you write that down? Can you even involve your wife in your dreams? If you maybe as wife and husband, can you, if you're a couple listening to this, can you both sit and discuss among yourselves about where your life is going? Take out a pen and paper and decide your destinations. Can you write that down? Can you do that? It needs courage. It needs courage. You cannot do that just like that. Tonight you can watch a movie in Netflix. That arams you can do. You don't need courage to do that. But for whatever I'm trying to make you do, because it's an exercise you would have never done. So this question, it will mark the beginning of a journey that can transform your generations to come. That is going to create a legacy. I mean, probably you will be the person who will be like putting a full stop to the money game in your khandan. You will be the one who will be ending that curse of mediocrity, generational curse of mediocrity. Sorry for using this term, but I have to take the liberty. I had to take the liberty because I know we have been living the life of scarcity when there is a chance, opportunity of living a life of abundance, because we are living in 21st century. If your uncle retired working for 65 years in 1995 or 2000, and you're also working like him, living in this 21st century, maybe looking for retirement or thinking about pensions or thinking about, I mean, what's the difference? What's the point of living in this era? What's the point of living in 2021? You're not using the blessings that this particular time and era is showering on us, right? So, because when I see, I'm just being very straight here. When I see youngsters looking for, sir, I'm trying to get a job, I feel really, really pity. Try, go get a job, no issues. Because what can I say? I mean, when you can end the game in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you want to choose a path which is full of compromise for the coming 40, 50 years, and you don't know what's going to happen after 10, 15 years to that particular industry as a whole. All this because of lack of self-confidence. मैं कर सकता हूँ, all this because of that. That's why I use this word again and again, called courage, right? So question yourself, what do you want? What do I want? Do you have that clarity to sit and write down your goals? Are you clear enough? Next 4 years, next 5 years, right? How about creating an asset-based income that keeps flowing to our account month after month, month after month? How about creating that in the coming 3 years, 4 years? Build an asset, online asset. That is what so many entrepreneurs are doing. That's what you keep seeing over internet. Right? That's what this era is about. That's what Naren Global is about. We'll help you become an entrepreneur. For that, we have established a platform, but we don't work with everybody. We work with selected candidates. There's a selection process. That's why somebody got you into this call. If you think, yes, I need to look into it. Yeah, there is, from November 1st, we'll open the platform where you can get exposed to the business, see the business plan, learn the do's and don'ts, some basics, how you basically make money, how will you be connected to the wellness industry, how can you turn into a wellness coach without, you don't need to have any background like me. Basically, we are all, I come from an engineering background, but I'm into wellness right now. So how can we connect you to that? How can we both connect, right? So now if you ask me, okay, Naren, so if I become a part of the business, if I turn into an entrepreneur, and you start mentoring us, one of the coaches starts mentoring us, is our success guaranteed? The answer is no. Absolutely no. Because see, FIRE is definitely the best goal to accomplish. Financial independence and early retirement. You can just have fun and really do the things that you really love to do in your life, so that when the money game is taken care of, this is all fine. But will you be able to do that? I really don't know, because I don't know you personally, right? So you definitely need to connect to your coach, to us who invited you into this call. We don't know you personally. I cannot guarantee anything here, because it's like I see people who get into calls like this, who get into business, and after that, maybe after fortnight, after a month or so, they say that actually my uncle told me these things won't work, and one more person says my husband is not willing, And one more person says, my friends are saying, my friends are ridiculing me. My friends are kind of laughing at me. Unfortunately, no, it is not going to happen for this kind of gang, because I really don't know how tough you are. Entrepreneurship needs a tough skin. We need tough minds. We need minds like, see, your uncle could be a doctor. If you get a disease, you get fever, common sense is you should ask your uncle. But if it is about your financial independence, you cannot take what to say, opinion from your uncle who is still working. It is common sense. If you want to watch a movie, you can take the opinion of your friend. But if you want to become financially independent and retire early, you cannot take the opinion of your so-called friend who's still struggling in his 9 to 5, trying to make ends meet, or still thinking and talking about credit cards and EMIs. You cannot take opinions about financial independence from someone in that kind of rut. You understand that it is about your conscience. It is not their fault, because as long as you keep nodding your head for every person, I mean, they keep playing football with your thinking, because it's your fault. We never let that happen. I love my parents, but I never listened to my parents when it comes to financial independence, because they wanted me to do a job. I didn't do a job because I live in this era. They belong to the old era. It's my decision. I love my friends, absolutely love my friends, but never listen to them when it came to this business. They even emailed me saying that you're committing a suicide to your, I mean, to your career. It's like murdering your career. I didn't listen to them. I didn't get disheartened, because I laughed. I said, thanks for your concern, Baya. Over. So it all boils. I mean, people take these things so seriously, so personally. You have to take only one thing really seriously: your dream, where you want to go, right? If you don't have those intuitions, if you're not very serious about what you want, I think you cannot become an entrepreneur. Every person will start playing with your mind. It's not just this business, any business, right? So if you really think you have that entrepreneur material, if you really think you can be trained into an entrepreneur, even right now you may not have that stuff right now, but you really think you can be trained into an entrepreneur, that is where we connect. Naren, or one of the mentors in Naren Global, we connect. We have a tribe of really, really successful young professionals who are mentoring so many young guns, we are creating an army, folks. We are creating a different, I mean, I'm proud of the folks who are coming out of this mentorship program, and they are going to create a ripple effect. So we are looking for sharp minds. We are looking for ambitious people. Definitely, we look forward to work with you in your goal of accomplishing FIRE. So what will be your next step? Your next step will be to connect to your coach or connect to the person who invited you and get into a program which will be starting from tomorrow. It will be an online program where you will get exposed to the business opportunity. You will learn from few stalwarts in the business, few stars in the business. That's like a 3-4 hour program where, I mean, you can do it on your flexibility. You got to enroll, you got to register into the program. Everything is free here. But only thing is, yes, we look forward to people who are really serious about looking into this entrepreneurial path very seriously, because I believe, as I mentioned right in the beginning of my talk, few decisions can transform our lives forever. This could be one such decision, because now and then we are placed in certain junctions in our life, which are called as choice points. That is very akin to the traffic junctions. You got to decide which way you go at that particular junction. Totally depending on that decision, you're going to, reach a destination. Totally depending on that decision. Like that, we get to these junctions in our life called as choice points. Choice points. And what choice I make in that particular choice point is gonna impact just not my life, because the choice I took impacted every, directly it impacted my financial future, the way my parents are living right now, the house that I live in, the cars that I drive, and the abundance that I experience, and whatever that's happening in my life. And indirectly, influencing and inspiring so many thousands of people. One decision that I took at that choice point. And if I had not taken that decision, yeah, right now I'd be working maybe for some company, same, waiting for the weekends, waiting for the paycheck. But not taking the decision is also a decision. We will be waiting, हमको opportunity नहीं मिला, we are waiting for some good opportunity. No, you took a decision of not taking a decision at the choice point. Right? So thanks for attending the webinar, and connect to the persons who invited you here. This is the time for FIRE. This is the era of FIRE. So let's create a huge impact on our families, first of all, on the people who depend on us, or on our loved ones, and obviously, let's inspire, let's influence, let's impact hundreds of people out there who are really looking forward to opportunities, right? All the best, and back to Rahul.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, actually. Folks, I promised fireworks, and there you go. That was the fireworks I was promising. So as we have been talking about, this is not a motivational or inspirational seminar. Rather, this is a webinar on fire. So if you feel like to know more about it, and if you feel like to take it forward, as just Naren mentioned, reach out to the person who has invited or who has given this link to you. On that note, have a wonderful Sunday. All the best. Good night.